Hi, and thanks for joining us on 2K Sports NBA action. It's coming up. Joined by Grant Hill and Tim Legler. This is Brian Anderson, and we'll have Ali LaForce reporting for us. Here's Castle. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Castle. And so the ball out of bounds. Caruso touched it last.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
He is just trying to make an impact by disrupting their rhythm.
Oh! Wembanyama. Throws it down.
Well, Victor doesn't have too far to go. I mean, he just pops up to the rim, makes it look so easy.
And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Things can get heated between these two, Grant. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
And it's Holmgren missing.
He bailed out the defense because that's an easy look for him.
San Antonio moving the ball around. On target from range.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Ali LaForce.
I had a chance to catch up with Mark Daigneault. Wemby came up, and Coach emphasized the importance of taking a charge and digging in when his players can. He said Wemby is counting on you to be movable. If your feet are set, you may alter his course. Don't change yours. If they can stand up to this tall task, they might just curb Wemby's advantage out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks for that, Ali.
And part of what makes Wembanyama so dangerous, a big guy who can push the pace.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking it over. Clock at 6. Outside for Dort. So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And Grant, offensively, Wemby has a lot of different options. Talk about his game.
Well, put simply, we've never seen a 7-footer with this array of skills. He's an efficient shooter from anywhere, and the length to just about ignore defenders. I mean, he's got it all.
Once again.
Here's SGA. Rebounded by Fox.
He typically dominates that area of the floor. It just didn't drop.
Outside Wembanyama. And the dunk by Wembanyama.
I'm always worried about Victor's head hitting the rim.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Wembanyama. He has 6. To the middle. Out of bounds, the Thunder will take it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And SGA has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's a 5-point game. Hits the trifecta.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
That one's good for 2. 8 points for Victor Wembanyama.
This is why they will go to him often. He's going to take and make shots.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. From the high post. Rebound by San Antonio. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play. Defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Here's Holmgren. San Antonio getting their last shot to go. Fox surveying the D. Outside Wembanyama. Shot clock at 5. Spurs need to get one up here. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Thunder trail by 6. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Big finish by Holmgren.
And this is what Coach wants to see from Holmgren. Outworking the defense to get a second chance look.
To the inside. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
Look out below.
You got no chance of defending him right there. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And it's SGA missing. Castle outside. And it's flushed down. A nice jam.
And give their offense some love. They've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
And so it's San Antonio up by
San Antonio, 17.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Spurs.
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And Tim, to have the success that SGA has had, is there something different to his approach?
Well, B.A., I just think he's so shifty, so quick in changing directions, and he can decelerate once he gets into the paint. That change of pace makes it very difficult to stop, and it's the reason he's the perennial league leader in drives to the rim.
Shout out Canada too, eh?
Of the North.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to. Coach Mark Daigneault said he wants to win, and if you want to win, you have to do the invisible things. Guys?
A two-way talent. All right, Allie, thank you.
How about Castle? He'll take any chance he gets to finish with power.
Outside, Williams. To the paint. Stolen by Vassell. Castle on the wing. Pass to Vassell. Inside. Wembanyama. Holmgren with the block.
Wow, I mean, the 7'6" wingspan coming in handy. Holmgren loves swatting away shots just like this.
Here's Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Now that's how you capitalize on a screen.
Yeah, good positioning, too. Gave him a clear path to the hoop.
Yeah, not only does he create the space he needs, but then he attacks downhill.
It's stolen by SGA. Knocked loose. SGA with a steal. Oh, Shea packs one down.
Yeah, a defense has to be very aware of Gilgeous-Alexander's attack mindset. He wants to get to the rim and do maximum damage.
Here in quarter two, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. And SGA throws it down.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
Well, not all turnovers are created equal. Live ball turnovers lead to that.
Thunder trailed by 4. And the Spurs willing to be patient with this rebuild. But when De'Aaron Fox became available, Grant, they did not blink.
Yeah, he's just too dynamic to pass up. And still young enough to grow with their core. Now it's about making the pieces click.
Outside Wembanyama. Fox with speed. And Fox powers it home.
Showing off the major hops. Wow. Look at Fox. Get up and finish with some power.
Outside Williams. And SGA, here we go. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holmgren. Outside for Dort. From deep, Gilgeous-Alexander fires in the triple. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 13 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, total focus from Shea there. Ready to go off the feed.
Outside Wembanyama. Pass to Castle. And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
And San Antonio making a change here. Here's Wembanyama. And the officials called goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
There were questions about Wembanyama's strength coming into the league. No problem with the contact here.
Back to Caruso. Hartenstein a screen with his first shot attempt. Caruso with the bucket.
Well, if he's going to be covered like that, he has to continue to take that shot.
Pass to Wembanyama. Knocks it loose. And Harper gets it to go.
And we saw it from Harper in college. He's a 3-level scorer, effective inside when he needs to be.
Williams with the screen. And here's Hartenstein. He got it up. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. San Antonio on top, leading by 3. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Williams misses. Spurs lead by 3. Down low. Pass to Cornette. Williams misses. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for the San Antonio Spurs. Legs, you look at Jalen Williams coming out of college. Early doubts about his athletic ceiling proving unfounded.
No question about it. There were limitations placed on him as an athlete because he's got a fairly unique build if you think about it. Really long arms and barrel-chested, but his agility really opening eyes.
Well, you can never underestimate the heart, and he plays with a lot of it.
Absolutely.
Harper misses.
And it was a great chance to finish on the break, and he flubs it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
Making sure of it with the two-man slam, B.A.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. And here's a timeout from Mitch Johnson. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Here's Fox. He has 6. San Antonio again can't hit. Thunder trail by 3. Out to the right wing. The 3 from Holmgren. Rebounded by Fox.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself. He has such an elusive cover. The Frenchman Wembanyama is especially hard to stop in transition.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks, B.A. The Thunder are trying to be efficient scoring. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander said, quote, ultimately, it just comes down to taking what the defense gives you and trusting your teammates. You need them to win at a high level. That's clear as day, and I want to win at a high level, so I have no option. Guys, back to you.
Sharing the rock. Allie, appreciate the report.
Got the ball right inside. Such a well-timed pass.
Castle outside. Wembanyama screen. Off target on the 15-footer. And for all the optimism, Grant, the Spurs having to navigate some tough seas with health challenges.
Yeah, the legendary Greg Popovich moving to a front office role. Then Wemby suffering a blood clot too. Some trying times, but this team's foundation of togetherness has helped. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Oh, the speed, the vertical. Gilgeous-Alexander with a slam.
And this is Shai's game. Attack, get to the rim, and finish.
Box for 3. Oklahoma City grabs a miss. And a fast break now for the Thunder. Here's Wallace. Count it. Wallace has got his first bucket in this one.
Don't judge Holmgren by his size. He does have a passing skill set, finding shooters and getting them the ball.
Fox, that's good.
Well, those are the ones you're happy to get every trip down the floor if you can.
And it's Stephon Castle with a foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
.116 left in the third quarter. They set a pick. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And so it's San Antonio with it. Vassell outside. Wiggins with a steal. Caruso outside. He takes it in. Outside, SGA. 6 to shoot. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Wembanyama.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there, and of course that one was just crazy.
And here's Johnson. Yet to see a basket.
He times his blocks almost perfectly. Holmgren stands his ground and forces the shooter to commit first.
To the inside. Here's Wembanyama. Oh, nice fake, but the layup's off the mark. And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over.
Substitution on the court.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And so Mark Daigneault will call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset Get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
And here's the timeout from Mitch Johnson now. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. Stolen by Wembanyama. And we've just finished the third quarter. What a tight game we've got going. Oklahoma City ahead, leading by 36. We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. Castle outside. Outside Wembanyama. They get it back. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And what an athlete Johnson is. Fantastic at using his vertical to make an impact on the offensive glass.
From deep, Holmgren. Oh, the long ball from Holmgren.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Castle, the open look. And San Antonio getting another bucket right there.
Operating the pick and roll like a seasoned vet already. Castle just taking what he sees open up.
To the paint. Holmgren. And the big finish by Holmgren.
And that's exactly the type of pass we expect from a guy with his vision.
Wembanyama up top. The three is up. The big man, Wembanyama, sinks the three.
And the offensive skills of Wembanyama are a huge part of his high value. And nice to see him delivering.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. Can't get it to fall. San Antonio leading. Castle with it. Now Gilgeous-Alexander defending. 3 from Barnes. And San Antonio hits again from deep.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
Williams with the screen. Kicks it out to Holmgren. From behind the arc. Wembanyama rips down the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Johnson. The three is in.
Yeah, when it comes to his three-point shooting, Johnson is most effective from the corners.
Here's the pass to Williams. Here's Caruso. Oh, and just miss after miss right now. They're running.
Athletic finish by Castle, getting up to meet the lob and throwing it down.
Outside Holmgren. Puts up the tray. Can't get it.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots than that.
I really don't think there's any way to slow them down. They have the defense scrambling out there.
Well, they've gotten the matchup they want every time up the floor, and they have taken advantage of that.
Castle outside. Now Wembanyama. Johnson outside. Beyond the arc. Oh, who else? Wembanyama.
Yeah, terrific follow-through from Wembanyama, proving he has a good head on his shoulders.
Dort. Oh, no good on the layup. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 19-7 run. Stolen by Caruso. SGA. Oh, man!
Wow. And that's creativity. Gilgeous-Alexander continues to amaze.
Castle outside. Now Wembanyama. Johnson. Just in time with the putback.
And this is a game they can build off of. They kept their focus all game long, and it will get marked as a win for the Spurs.
Offensively, they made the most of their trips.
They found multiple ways to score consistently, and a little luck doesn't hurt them either. They also got some nice bounces off the rim tonight, too.
And what a huge performance it was for Victor Wembanyama.
I have to say, he was totally unleashed tonight, flying up and down the court, helping out however he could. He made a big impact on both ends.
Oh, touches it off the glass.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this one should seal this win. What a timely burst.
Vassell outside. Here's Barnes. A one-handed jam, rocking the rim.
They really came in with the right mindset today. I can guarantee you their flight home will be filled with some smiles.
It is never easy to win on the road, but they rose to the challenge.
I mean, it seems like you could throw it up to Wembanyama on every offensive possession, and he'll slam it home.
Tries from 10. So we see the Spurs taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the road. By the time this one was winding down, this building was stone cold silent.
And that's exactly what you got to do.
We've got the San Antonio Spurs matched up against the defending NBA champions, the Oklahoma City Thunder. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined courtside by Greg Anthony and Doris Burke. And it's Allie LaForce for us tonight on the sidelines. Shot clock at 6. Here's Holmgren. Bucket is good. What a treat we have tonight, Greg. These teams give us a glimpse into the future of the NBA.
No doubt about it. That. These are the guys that might eventually turn into the superstars that run the league. It's still very up and coming, but loads of talent on the floor in this one.
And so Mitch Johnson decides to call timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Williams with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for Oklahoma City. And a wide open look for Gilgeous-Alexander. Good, great play by Williams to set it up.
That is SGA at his best, running the floor, playing with pace.
Here's Fox. Here's Wembanyama. The layup off target.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Here's SGA. Again, the Thunder score.
But Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a thirsty scorer, and if you concede the mid-range, he'll take it.
And Greg, on a team as stacked as OKC, you can almost forget about Chet Holmgren, who is the #2 overall pick back in 2022.
And let's give him his flowers, right? The portrait of a modern big man shot blocking, shooting range, and plays with an edge.
And so it's Oklahoma City with it. After the basket by San Antonio. And it's SGA missing.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
And folks, don't underestimate Wembanyama's greatness. Look at the big man run the floor. And look at hanging in the air, double pump, and then throws it down.
And you see the D, they just stepped aside, let him pick what kind of move he wanted to make. Wow. Fox with it. Now SGA defending.
Watch out. Wembanyama hammering that one home.
Inside. Back to Holmgren. Outside for SGA. Shot clock at 3. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And Fox gets it to go.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Holmgren. And stolen by Vassell. Launches a 3. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
Kicks it out to Holmgren. Looking to end the run. The Thunder with another miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And great was Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award. The Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks, guys. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Guys?
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's SGA, following the bucket by the Spurs. Now, Joe drops in the layup for 2.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
And that's a foul called on Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. That is his first foul of the game. Vassell wide open. No good on the quick 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. From past the arc, Caruso, no good. Spurs leading by 3. Castle on the wing. Fox looking it over. And it's Fox with the jam.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
You can see which team has the swagger right now.
Oh, I don't very much.
He can really fly, and combine that great with some nice penetration too, and you've got 2 points.
14.
And
The Spurs, 17.
some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here. What do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
And stolen by Wembanyama. Holmgren with the steal. Here's Caruso. Barnes grabs the miss.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
San Antonio shooting their first free throw of the game here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
The wide open look here for Fox. They grab their own miss. And Wembanyama throws throws it down.
And we talk about how Wembanyama makes the wow plays. Wow.
To the middle. Got a piece of it. Fox with the steal. Nobody near Barnes. Good on the three-point shot. Barnes has got the lead up to 9 now for San Antonio. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
To the paint. Here's Wembanyama. And it's Wembanyama with the jam.
And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Gilgeous-Alexander with it. Now guarded by Fox. Hartenstein can't get it to go. And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. He gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
And Fox gets it to go.
Wow, Fox hitting them right back with that aggressive take.
Pass to Hartenstein. Lets it fly from 18. Vassell grabs the board.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Wembanyama, a screen. Shot from the wing. Thunder with the rebound. Here's Hartenstein. Outside, Dort. Back to Hartenstein. Master Williams. Outside for SGA. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Castle. Launches the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Castle's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside, SGA. Wembanyama with the rebound. San Antonio with the ball. They're on a 14-3 run right now. .115 left in the second quarter. Back to Fox. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
Gilgeous-Alexander deciding where to go with it. Pick by Williams. Here's Hartenstein. Pass to Dort. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Dort got 5 now.
The mid-range jumper from Dort, giving the defense a little wrinkle.
Now here's Barnes. Wembanyama on the attack. And he converts the layup. He's got 15.
A lot to like about the way they're playing right now, but still plenty of time left.
You do like that the offense is humming along. They're putting in the effort to distance themselves.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Well, for some reason, no one accounting for Barnes on the offensive glass, and that cost them.
Here's Williams. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Spurs lead by 18. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander does it all. He said, once I made an emphasis to try to affect the game on both ends of the floor, I have found myself having success. So for me, it's just a want to.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA. Basketball. I'm Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Tim Legler, along with our reporter, Allie LaForce. The fans making some noise here at the Knicks Arena. The New York Knicks are getting settled in. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. A matchup we have tonight, Greg, in the front court. I know everyone, you and I included, have been waiting for this one.
And when you got two of the best bigs in the league going at it tonight, it's must-see TV. I can't wait to call this one, guys.
Now, here's Anunoby. It's stolen by Green. Butler with the ball. Bridges covering. Curry outside. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Curry is just lethal from outside.
Towns high post. And there's the goal. On Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
And so it's Golden State with it. It's a three-point game. To the paint. And Green slams it in.
Oh, how about the execution inside by Green? He's excellent at knowing when to attack down low.
Towns for three. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Golden State has come out of the gates quickly. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense. Oh, my. Karl Anthony Towns with a little extra emphasis on that one.
Over in the corner, Green. Back to Curry. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Porzingis. Fires for three. Kept alive. Butler. They kick it out to Green. Now here's Curry. Back to Green. Towns with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
They get a hand on it. Curry with the steal. Down low. And Green gets it to go. Green's got his second bucket.
And Draymond is smart at knowing when to shoot the ball, especially when he's got strong position inside.
Here's Brunson. Outside, Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny. What a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the ounce, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunny.
Oh, nice feed. You can see how Curry makes their offense flow, even when he's not scoring.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you guys.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
And forget those threes, Cat. Get the easy ones. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Brunson. Nothing on the board. And it's Towns missing. And it's the Warriors' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. In a hard-nosed defensive identity for this Knicks. But, G.A., there's been some slippage.
Well, the challenge has been the two best offensive players get targeted at the other end. The adage, you're only as strong as your weakest link, it has some truth to it.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Warriors.
So far, they've moved the ball well, leading to open, high-percentage looks. Lots of assists in this one.
Second-round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
Now, here's Anunoby. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. They get Stephen Curry.
Yeah, the defender all over it.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line, 2 shots.
Probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Curry. Post up top. And so Steve Kerr decides to call a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Get ready to dance.
11 seconds left in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. Trains the three-pointer.
Number 28.
Curry's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Warriors.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, it's just an outstanding effort thus far. They've done a great job at both.
The Warriors, 19.
And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
In that first period, they showed a willingness to make the extra pass.
It's reflected in their assist totals. This is a great start offensively.
Here's the screen. And a miss there on the triple. Knicks trailed by 10. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Here's Curry. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And Anunoby slams it in.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
And but look at the basket, guys, still shaking.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, when you're fighting back, you cannot give up plays like that.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
It's Curry outside. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, that's a tough matchup because he's skilled and relentless.
Back to Brunson. Beyond the arc. Offensive rebound. And Anunoby stays with it.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Curry nails the triple.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
And Towns gets it to go. So, Tim, you ended your NBA career a little bit early because of knee problems, and at 34, you made the transition to broadcasting, and have excelled so much. What has that journey been like?
Well, certainly, Kevin, I wish I could have played another handful of years, but you're right. The knee injury forced me into this line of work, and I'm blessed and grateful because I can stay connected to the game. I get to watch it every night with a front row seat, and hopefully I get to make people a little bit smarter about what they're watching.
Oh, you do, believe me. You definitely do.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Pass to Melton. The kick outside to Butler. Here's Bassett. Defended by Hart. And they're on the break. Here's Anunoby. That's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with the steal there.
And regardless, it's great effort. You love to see that kind of hustle on defense.
And how about the game from Towns? The combination of that height and shooting, probably unmatched in the NBA. Now, how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. And stolen by Butler. The driving Jimmy Butler. And it goes down 2 points. Butler's got 8 points.
The defense has to make it tougher for Butler. Can't give him that.
Out to Brunson. And here we go. It's Butler. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey guys, Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Back over to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Brunson outside. Curry with the steal. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. From downtown, again, Curry missing.
It's been a rough quarter for him, not efficient at all.
Here's Towns. Here's Hart. And there's the drive. And Hart throws it down.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Well, defensively, you can't allow that in a game this close.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Warriors leading by 3. And you look at the addition of Jimmy Butler. G.A., why has he been such a fit for the Warriors?
He really is an unselfish, high IQ superstar, and that's what the Warriors are all about. And his isolation, interior scoring has given them another look offensively.
And the shot will not go from Anunoby. The big dunk at the end of the break.
This is what separates Green from most bigs. A point forward who excels at passing.
And Towns throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Craig, a high riser, no doubt about it. The wide open look here for Porzingis. Off target with his 3. Brunson outside. Back to Towns. Porzingis with the steal. And Green slams it in.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
And there's a foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That'll be his second foul of the game. So it's the Knicks now, trailing by 5. Pass to Towns. A shot's good on the assist by Brunson. And that's now 19 points for Karl Anthony Towns. And here is Anunoby. He's got 7. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
First team foul.
Curry with it. Bridges covering. Horford from about 19 feet. And finished off by Horford.
And how about the court awareness from Horford? Quickly grabs the board and doesn't let the possession go to waste. Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there. Sure.
Well, this is a good reminder for anybody who thinks he's too small for a 5. His athletic ability totally levels the playing field.
And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, you don't see those over and back calls too often because they're just so easy to avoid.
Look, I understand you want to fight for the basketball, but you also have to be smart about it.
And Green slams it in.
And Curry isn't just a lights-out scorer. He's also efficient at moving the ball and getting it to his teammates.
They get it again. Robinson, that's good.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
Nothing will drive your coach crazier than what you just saw. Lack of focus, lack of effort.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
.149 left to play in the third. Can't hit that one.
Well, he usually brings rain from there, but not this time.
Pass to Hart. There's a screen by Robinson. Hart with it. Now Green defending. Shot clock at 5. New York needs to get off the shot. And it's sent back by Horford.
And still capable of being your defensive anchor. Horford is excellent at positioning himself to block shots.
Warriors leading by 7. Outside, Green. .112 left in the third. Fires from deep. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And great offensive instincts from Green. Goes into the shot the moment he catches the ball.
Bridges misses.
Well, he wanted to answer that 3 with one of his own. Unfortunately, he couldn't knock it down.
And that's one way to end up in the highlights.
Well, I've seen some crazy things, and that is right up there.
Pass to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
At the top of the key, Horford throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
And it's Brunson missing. To the middle. And a dunk by Horford.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
That is just beautiful ball movement. Unselfish basketball.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Warriors on top.
The Warriors, 15.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. As we canvass the league and look at the landscape, some tremendous young talent on the wing, Tim. Who might be the best wing player 5 years down the road, say?
Well, I'm looking at Anthony Edwards right now because of the skill, the athletic ability, and then the competitive desire. I think he wants to be great. You'd also look at guys like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, certainly. And then you've got a guy like Cade Cunningham in Detroit who hasn't even started to scratch the surface.
Boy, you've made a great list of guys right there, for sure. Count it. Anunoby's got it back down to within single digits for the Knicks.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Curry with the bucket.
it doesn't matter if it's off the bounce or off the catch. Curry never loses rhythm on his jump shot.
Towns wide open. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Inside. In the corner, it's Melton. Back to Butler. The three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. To the inside. Melton. And Horford wide open. He shoots. From outside off the mark. Inside. And stolen by Horford. Here's Curry. In the corner. Moody with it. Butler. Bridges with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's New York. That one goes in.
And the all-around game of Towns can score, rebound it, as well as pass the ball. So skilled at his position. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And they are just breaking the will of their opponent.
Outside, Brunson. Now Towns. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Knocked away. Warriors leading by 11. Outside Curry. Now Butler. 6 to shoot. Now Curry. Up again. And it doesn't go. Here's Bridges.
You know, the size, talent, and fearlessness of Towns is a lethal concoction. A prime-time player who poses many problems for the defense.
And the Warriors making a change here. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for Golden State. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. Green fires. No good from three. Now here's Bridges. No good. Porzingis with the ball. Curry outside. Bridges with the steal. The dunk to punctuate.
And there you see the basketball IQ Bridges has. Natural court sense. He knows exactly where to be.
Outside Porzingis. Outside Curry. Just 5 on the clock. Wadsworth a three.
And check out Porzingis being sly with the pump fake there, pulling his man in close.
He hits the first one, and that stretches their lead to 8. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 9-point ball game.
Safe to say, that should do it. This is why making free throws down the stretch is so important.
And another turnover here by New York.
Warriors ball.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for this NBA presentation. Brian Anderson here, joined by Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and our reporter, Allie LaFour. now we've got an intentional foul. Two elite centers from tip-off to the final buzzer, Grant. We should have a battle on our hands tonight.
Oh, yes, indeed, B.A. And, you know, in games like this, it's important to give space for your big guys to compete. The last thing you want is to overcrowd the paint and end up taking an elbow.
And the Warriors with possession here. And here's Curry. Inside. Here's Porzingis. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Great body control by Porzingis. He sets a good pick and then rolls right into a scoring position.
And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Tim, it was pretty unique to hear the Warriors vets say they don't want a team to mortgage the future trying to chase one more ring.
Really shows you the selflessness of this group. Here you've got Steph Curry, a top 10 player in league history, who maybe would want one because there's no time like the present.
Thinking more like a GM than he is a star player.
Smart. Keep that cupboard stocked.
Now here's Anunoby. Pass to Towns. Good D by Porzingis.
Well, the defense was solid, but usually I expect him to make that layup.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
They're going right for the iron. Towns muscling his way through.
And here's Butler outside. Hart with the defensive effort. Outside Brunson. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A defensive lapse. Can't give him that kind of position.
Well, that is just point-blank range. They're going to convert that almost every time.
Green. And it's hammered home by Green.
I love the show of force by Green. Putting the defense on notice with the jam.
And Anunoby gets it to go.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Now here's Butler. Green, a screen. The putback. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
The ultimate team player. Green does all the little things that end up making a big difference.
And he gets that one. Towns has got 6 points.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And Tim, last season, Draymond Green adding a Hustle Player of the Year award to his Hall of Fame resume.
Yes, B.A., that's an award every young player should aspire to have. But I know for Draymond Green, he was hoping to get his second Defensive Player of the Year award.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Head coach Steve Kerr and I got a chance to talk for a bit. Well, Coach had nothing but praise for Jalen Brunson, and he said he spent a lot of time watching Jalen. His words were, it's not easy for a player his size to dominate like he does. It speaks to his drive and his ability to outthink his opponents. Coach holds Brunson in high regard. Yeah, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie. For three, Porzingis. They get the rebound.
Now that takes serious effort and a light touch.
No need to overdo it. Just lightly tip it in. Towns for three. Basket is good. Off the assist from Brunson. He's got 9.
One of the better three-point shooting bigs. Towns has great accuracy.
Outside, Green. Back to Curry. Pass to Green. Just 3 to shoot. And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, Craig, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. So he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
.59 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. New York leading by 3. Anunoby. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Pass to Green. Here's Horford. Outside Moody. Outside Curry. 6 on the shot clock. From beyond the arc, and then some.
Yeah, the sweet-looking jumper of Steph. It just looks so pure coming out of his hands.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. To the inside. Here's Robinson. And slammed it home, and a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That's on Al Horford. New York shooting their first free throw of the game here. Outside Butler. Outside Curry. From deep. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns.
The Knicks, 15.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for New York.
They've done a great job facilitating so far. So moving the rock and finding the open man, just great selfless basketball.
Substitution for the Knicks.
Now here's Brunson. No made baskets yet. To the middle. Here's Robinson. Horford pulls it in.
Well, the defense challenged him just enough to force that miss. They really collapsed when he got close to the rim.
Here's Brunson. Pass to Robinson. And now we have an intentional foul. I'm not sure why.
Yeah, bizarre play, B.A. Not sure what got into him.
Bridges outside. Now here's Hart. Green covering. Just 5 on the clock. Right side, Robinson. And Grant, in recent years, we've seen the pace of the NBA game increasing.
Yeah, it stagnated in the 90s, but it is back. We're still not at the frenetic pace of the 1960s when we'd see over 120 possessions a game. But the efficiency is at an all-time high.
And New York has possession. The Warriors getting their last shot to go. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things, and they've gone all in to surround him with talent.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Stephen Curry hears folks complaining about all the threes. He said it's new and everybody has their opinion. It's not like I can go out and do a 360 windmill, drive down the lane, and dunk on somebody. We'll see how it goes, but I'm hoping to keep shooting threes, so don't worry about that. Back to you.
That's his superpower. Okay, Allie, thanks a lot.
You know, there aren't many players who are more efficient in the pick and roll than Jalen Brunson. I mean, he has mastered that set.
Butler with a steal. And here's the fast break. Pass to Green. Butler surveying the floor. Down low. Oh, getting it done. Horford gets it to go.
Yeah, the moment Horford has the rock down low, good night. I mean, just too many moves from the vet.
No good there. And Curry's got the ball here for the Golden State Warriors. Trailing by 2.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Horford for 3. Towns with a rebound. And here are the Knicks now. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 4th team foul.
Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Pass to Hart. Here's Towns. And he commits the intentional foul. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon. That's what he does. Rock solid at the line.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. 1:46 left to play in the first half. And now the Knicks on the break. Pass to Brunson. And Porzingis with the block.
Got to be careful shooting around Porzingis. His length is so capable of erasing shots.
Warriors trail by 6. Outside Porzingis. Green for 3. Green able to hit from 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
Towns for 3.
Anthony Towns.
Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
There's a 3 for Towns, countering the 3 they just gave up.
Outside for Green. To the inside. Stolen by Anunoby. Pass to Brunson. Here's Towns. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. Back to Butler. And here's Curry for 3. And the Warriors with another 3.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Brunson. Towns, left side. Lets it go from deep. Towns can't get that one to fall. And stolen by Brunson. Towns, left side. 1 second left. It's good! It's good at the buzzer! Wow!
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
That's just a great play on his part with the clock winding down.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. And down it goes. 2 points.
Knifing to the rim with ease. Brunson attacks these open lanes with tenacity.
To the paint. Porzingis punishing inside.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, getting a high percentage look right out of the locker room to start the second half. Exactly what they were looking for.
Green, a screen. Curry looking it over. Pass to Porzingis. No one near him. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Curry. Porzingis has got 4 points this quarter. Towns outside. To the middle. Butler with a steal. Curry with it, and it's Brunson picking him up. Curry, no good. New York leading by 3. Here's Anunoby. Out of bounds. It'll be Warriors ball.
Is that just a miscommunication? It just can't happen. Let's hope they get on the same page.
And we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. And Grant, Stephen Curry said his goal was to play meaningful basketball games. With the arrival of Jimmy Butler, that proved to be the case.
The Warriors have been looking to get Steph some help. The fit with Jimmy was questioned, but it's worked out better than most people expected.
Inside. Horford with a steal. Deflects the pass. It's a one-on-one situation. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And that one falls for Towns. Well, every team is looking for wings who can defend multiple positions. Who's at the top of your list, Tim?
Yeah, I look at a guy like Lou Dort. Look at a guy like Jaden McDaniels. They've got length, a whole lot of want to, and they've got the ability to guard multiple positions.
And here's Horford for 3. Hart pulls it in.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks a lot, guys. The Warriors have come a long way during the Curry era. Draymond Green said, quote, "We built this thing up from the laughingstock of the NBA. I take a great deal of pride in that. I think about this organization like it's mine. If the Warriors win the championship 10 years from now, that's our championship, period." Brian?
All right, thank you, Allie.
This is intelligent basketball. Forcing a turnover and then immediately starting the fast break.
Brunson is doubled. And there's the call on Al Horford. That's his 4th foul of the contest. And the Warriors making a switch here. On defense, the Warriors. 9-point game. 6 to shoot. Brunson, a good look. He hits the back iron and sinks it. Brunson's got 4 points in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
And he stays with it. Outside Hart. Takes the 3. Sinks the tray. Hart got his first 3 points of the game.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Pass to Green to end the run. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. And here's Bridges. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And it's always great to see Towns in the zone, bringing a ton of energy to his offensive game.
Here's Green. Outside Curry. To the middle. It's stolen by Hart. Fast break. Here comes New York. Here's Brunson. Uses the glass on the layup. Brunson's got 8.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Knocks down the long J.
If he gets that kind of space on the perimeter, you know it's going in.
Shot's good by Towns.
Nice positioning and footwork on point. And Towns so smooth down there inside.
Tries to break his ice. Oh, nice job in the paint from Curry.
Well, to stop him, you have to get better rim protection than that.
And Jalen Brunson gets the whistle that time. That'll be a 2nd foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments.
They're giving up a lot of points in the paint. That's something they have to address here.
The rotations right now are just not good enough. That's going to be a problem defensively all night.
And Steve Kerr wants a timeout. He might have seen something and needs to review with his guys. Just 4 seconds left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Here's Curry. And so it's the New York Knicks liking their chances, ending the quarter with a 15-point lead.
The Knicks, 47.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the 4th quarter, but stranger things have happened. Pass to Santos. They kick it out to Porzingis. Outside Curry. They set the pick. Now Butler. He's covered by Hart. And here's Curry for three. Knocks it down from distance.
Not sure there's such a thing as a bad three for Steph.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. He wants to make sure they're purposeful with the game plan. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. Coach had a direct message for the team saying no matter the lead, no NBA game is ever over. Do not let your guard down. We'll see if they hold on.
Okay, thank you, Allie. No coverage that time. Towns has got 30.
And that's what makes Towns so dangerous offensively. He's a threat even when he's playing off the ball. Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
Oh, it's stolen by Butler. Curry with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Personal foul. First team foul.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. Outside Curry. Green, a screen. 5 on the clock. Golden State needs to get off a shot. Porzingis for three. Knocks down the triple.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Hart can't hit.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. No doubt he's going to utilize the opportunity to make sure they're all on the same page here. And Steve Kerr calls timeout. He's looking to make some very important adjustments here. No doubt, Stephen Curry is the best shooter of all time. Talk about what makes him special, Grant.
Well, B.A., he can hit shots under the most difficult circumstances, off balance, with only a sliver of daylight. And this is why teams often choose to double him the moment he crosses half court.
And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
In order to cut into a lead the way that they have, you must be outstanding on both ends.
Butler. Curry outside. The putback. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
And they're on a big...
Whoa! Cat! Unreal!
And that's a powerful man right there. Towns is never going to pass up a chance to finish with authority.
And there's a defensive 3-second call. And he shows the focus there. Nails the tee.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
And the Warriors making a change here.
Oh, my! Huge play from Porzingis. A testament to the competitiveness that he plays with.
Runs it on the drive. Banks it home. Big shot.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
Here's Curry. Now Porzingis. Shoots a three. Knocks down the trifecta.
And their strategy is obvious. Manufacture looks from outside the arc.
And all of that success from the three-point line will open up driving lanes. Let's see if they can take advantage of that as well.
Now Towns. Curry with a steal. To take the lead. Curry buries the triple.
And Steph relishes taking key shots. It's what he's out there to do.
Towns outside for three. Oh, they get a hand on it. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. Anunoby. Oh, no good on the layup. And so it's Butler who brings up the ball for the Warriors. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. There's 47 seconds left to play in fourth quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Steve Kerr calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. Here's Porzingis. Oh, look out! Porzingis!
Wow, that takes steady nerves right there.
Completely unfazed by what's at stake. That's just clutch.
Outside Brunson. Here's Anunoby. Now here's Brunson. Oh, he goes to the glass with that one.
A huge make by Jalen Brunson, shining in the biggest of moments. Yeah, so you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Obviously, not a lot of time to work with. What do you guys think we're going to see?
In this situation, you go all in for a steal off the inbounds pass. If they can't get one, they've got to foul and send them to the line.
It's a one-point game. And an intentional foul right there. So the first one drops. And that'll put him up 2. Second one is good. Getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game.
And that could seal it at the line. He looked totally composed the entire time.
And we'll have a timeout called by Mike Brown. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
You're definitely going to have to get a 3 here and then count on them to miss free throws.
Brunson surveys. And so they foul intentionally.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
Brunson. Oh,